Hello and welcome to the Respectfully podcast. I'm Nicky Pope, your host for this hairdressing conversation. My guest today is Katie Fielder from Takara Belmont. Now, Takara Belmont has been at the heart of the hairdressing industry for many years, more than 100. They create the most beautiful, hard-working furnishings for salons globally. But you don't stay at the top with just one innovation. And over their time, Takara Belmont has consistently produced interesting, innovative, premium, working items that support hairdressing salons everywhere. I've invited Katie to give me an update on what is happening in furnishings for salons, for hairdressers, and what new things are coming up around the corner. So Katie, welcome to the studio. It's lovely to have you with us.
Thank you. It's really great to be here.
Let's talk all things innovations. Now, there's one thing that I want to go straight to the top with. So we'll start with the headline and then work backwards with everything that got it there.
Yeah.
The Japanese head spa. I am obsessed with hearing about this. I'm seeing it on the socials. I'm hearing people talk about it. I am aware that Takara Belmont has been working with the Japanese head spa for a long time. In fact, it's the OG, isn't it? The OG creator of the head spa experience.
Yeah, so we're the pioneers. So it's been, a lot of people don't realise that it's been actually going for over 15 years. So 15 to 20 years, just under 20 years now since it all started. But the trend has obviously snowballed in recent years.
So it's a process. It's a thing that happens to you, but you need the equipment to make it happen. So talk to me like an idiot. Many people find that helpful. And just explain. So the Japanese head spa, it's a ritual, but it's a piece of equipment. It's a particular bed.
There's multiple elements to it. So the heart of the Japanese head spa is all about scalp, hair, and scalp health, and scalp care. And so there's multiple elements in that. So you've got the comfort of being in the basin for a long time. So there's the Yume series, which is making sure that you've got no pressure, so it's actually a relaxing experience whilst you're in the basin.
So that's a basin, a backwash basin that's created for somebody to be there a long time with the cushioning and the ergonomics of it.
Yeah, so they've got like a twin axis headrest which supports all different head shapes and sizes and weights, because this is such a variation globally and even locally. And then there's one element in regards to making sure that the service you can keep them comfortable in that respect. But then there's also the process, so that the massage points and stimulating certain parts from there. And then you've also got the processor as well. So there's a separate machine that goes with it, which is actually cleansing and purifying and clearing the scalp. So there's quite a lot of elements. We could kind of go depending on how much detail. So
it's not somebody standing there with a normal hose attachment on their basin. So your client would recline on a lay flat.
Yeah, completely lay flat basin. So your neck angle is meant to be at 0 degrees. So there's no pressure whatsoever. So because you're in that basin for over an hour, sometimes up to 2 hours, depending on how many people add different elements into the service. But our service is an hour.
So it's a bit more than a hair wash.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So what does the processor look like? I think I've seen photographs. Does it go over the head? It's like
the head bath is kind of like the waterfall that you've probably seen. And that kind of is what's been trending so far online, and which has really gained recognition for the head spa.
TikTok hero.
Yeah, TikTok hero. And actually the ones that are really trending are kind of like a gold rim, but that's not what we provide. That's not the Japanese head spa. But we have a head bath, which is very similar, but it's kind of like a black shape, and it envelops the hair,
right,
to cleanse away all the sebum and clear the pores, but also it stimulates the nerves in the head, so your body, it promotes your whole body to relax. So some people have been like, oh, I almost feel like shivers down my spine, because it's kind of surrounding all your nerves around your head and just allowing you to relax while you're there.
I think we are much more switched on to scalp care and hair health. Not easy to say in one sentence, but they are.
Yeah, I know, there's lots of alliteration.
But it's about looking after your well-being, both the physical side, but then the experience is very good for your well-being, because it's akin to getting a full body massage in a way, in that it's a time to sort of really switch off and be nurtured and cared for. So is it something that you can get your assistant to do? Is it or is it a new? You have to learn how to do it. It's not
Yeah,
just a question of washing the hair with a different
no.
equipment. It's actually a learned skill.
Exactly, yeah. So when you purchase a package with us, we provide accredited training with it in the original UMA Head Spa. So we make sure that not only are we providing you with the equipment and the tools to
Yeah.
do the service, but we're also, educating your staff to
Yeah.
make sure that you can deliver that service to the level that you would expect as a client when you're paying for it. So
Yeah.
we're not just selling you the equipment and letting you kind of go on with it from there. We're making sure that we're educating you in the original head spa to make sure that you can deliver that level of service, which is going to increase your revenue and encourage your clients to return. I think the biggest thing about head spa is that the misconceptions can be it is just a relaxing experience.
Yeah.
But we have a spa mist processor, which is the technology behind
The
the head
spa
spa.
mist processor.
Spa mist processor,
And
yeah.
that's the piece of engineering
That is, yeah.
Takara Belmont conceived 20 years ago.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's a game
over.
changer. So I think that's the clue is in the name.
The spa mist, yeah.
It generates, so as well as delivering the waterfall,
Yep.
it will then also deliver mist when you need it and heat.
So the waterfall is from the basin, so that's kind of a stage in the process. So that gains the most attention, but that's actually not the key part of the whole experience. The spa mist is as it said in the name, it is a mist processor. So it's vibrating those mist particles so fast that it's opening all your hair cuticles, all your follicles, but not saturating them with water. So a lot of people think it's steam. It very looks like a steam, but if you hold your hand over it, actually your hand doesn't get wet. It doesn't get damp. It's opening up your pores, cleansing your pores. It's melting that sebum away.
Wow.
And then it has a cooling cycle also, which then closes the pores and locks in the treatment or whatever product you're using, depending on what you're treating.
Right.
So that this processor is actually used by trichologists to assist and help with their services when they're doing for their clients. So there's Ipswich Trichology, Giovanni DeLellis. He uses it for all his services now to enhance the treatments and the products that he's using, because it's making sure that the treatment's penetrating the follicle, not being saturated and diluted with water.
Right. So it really does blend beautifully with the hair care that you would expect from a trained salon setting.
Yeah.
With the interest in wellness and feeling well, but also with this absolutely growing problem of hair loss.
Yeah.
Whether it's from mental stress, whether it's from medical reasons, whether it's genetic, we know that's a growing market. So
yeah, and then part of the massage that we do in the head spa is all about stimulating blood flow back to your scalp as well, which is also going to encourage, any kind of improvement on hair health and scalp health. So I think for a long time, scalp health has kind of been, you look after, a lot of people look at skincare products, but we all know that actually so scalp is something that really needs to be looking after, and the whole part and the whole point, of the Japanese head spa is about scalp health, and also wellness, and all of it kind of parceled into one from there.
Beautiful packaging, that we expect from a Japanese culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm sitting here with my salon thinking, right, what do I need to find out more about this? And I'm going to need a new basin.
Yes, yep.
And I'm going to need a spa mist processor.
Yep.
And I'm going to need a lay flat bed.
So the basin is the bed. So it's all as one.
So it comes as one unit?
Yeah, so it's all as one unit. Okay. So we have, these basins are used in salons throughout the UK and worldwide massively, especially obviously in Japan. They're all motorised lay flat pretty much. Anyway, just for day-to-day services, because it's elevating that salon's experience day to day. When they're going in, they're having a lovely lie down, even just for any hair wash, if you're lying down, and your head massage is lovely. So you've got that. Then you've got the add-on of the spa mist processor, and then we also sell it with a package of the head bath, which is the waterfall.
Yep.
And then a stool, which is it's amazing actually when you sit on it. It tilts with your body movement, so it's ensuring that as a therapist, when you're delivering the service, they've thought of everything, but it keeps your back straight and your arms at a 90 degrees. So when you're doing the service day in day out, it's caring for you as a stylist, as well as
Right.
enabling you to kind of make sure that you're delivering the service properly. So it's alleviating pressure off your back as well.
So how long is it going to take to train somebody in how to deliver this service? So you provide the training that comes as part of the package.
Yep.
Are we talking about days?
It's a day.
A day.
Yeah, it's a day service. And what we do is we give you the framework. So we show you the original head spa and how we present it and how we demonstrate it. And we offer, we do if you ever came in and said, I was interested in head spa, we will demonstrate it on you so you can experience it.
Best way to
for yourself. Yeah. And once you do, most people are like, oh my goodness, it was amazing. So it's a day. They'll do theory in the morning, which is talking about the different pressure points, and there's like a very nice anti-aging spot that we like to focus on.
Yes.
So all the different kind of science behind that as well.
Right.
And then we would do practical training where our Yumi, for the Yume, but Yumi is actually our lead educator for Europe, and she will come into your salon and she will have one of your stylists practice on another and then do the other. So we can do up to 4 a day per one package sold. You'll have up to 4 people per unit certificated in Japanese head spa, the original Yume.
So that you can keep it working.
Yeah.
So practically, do I need a separate room for this?
It's actually really interesting. So there's a couple of the trend more so. There are some salons that are creeping up that are purely Japanese head spa. We've just had a new salon down in Portsmouth, and she's been operating for 2 years and just finally been able to upgrade to the authentic equipment, and she is just purely Japanese head spa. That's the only service she offers is authentic Japanese head spa, and she does facials on there as well.
Wow.
But no hair services whatsoever.
Wow.
So there's that, but then there's also other salons, like a lot of my London salons, where they've got lay down Yume basins already that they've had for years and years, and they're now incorporating this as an add-on service.
Right.
So they're trying to increase their revenue in that sense. The Spa Mist processor it's got so many different uses. You can use it for hand care, you can use it for colour processing, you can use it for perm care. So
quite hard.
Yeah, so it's
so
they've kind of mixed it in with their normal services as well as offering the head spa service.
But it can be, so if you have a beautiful back washroom, which I'm gesturing to you now to indicate that it's here. Now I've got 3 Yume basin lay flat back washes already.
Yeah.
If I made one of them, so the service doesn't interfere with what's happening at the other basins. I suppose that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be done.
If you want to do it, a lot of people want to have that kind of quiet, nice atmospheres if you're going into a spa treatment. Then if you want that kind of experience, that's fine. But actually the benefits and the scalp health, they can still be done in the salon. You're not having the surround. You've not got the surround.
Depends what you're.
Yeah, it depends the level of service and what your target is, and how you're going to do it from there. So, but the results of this.
How much can I charge people? Let's start with that first. What sort of fees might be for an hour's Japanese head spa? I know it's going to vary geographically.
It does.
What might you hear?
So we kind of do when we discuss Japanese head spa with you, I think we show you what your return of investment can be, because I think it's really to give people a clear framework of actually, hang on, how much, what is the revenue potential here? Yeah. So the average across the board, after all our market research, is about £150 for the hour service.
For an hour.
Excluding a blow dry. So I have some salons that might charge £70, £80 and then add it on as an additional service to their salon.
Yeah.
And then I've got some that charge £250, £300, and they have it. That's when they've got more the exclusive treatment rooms. They might then add extra steps in, depending on the products, because we don't sell the products with it. So there's different products that people use in different brands, and so they might add additional steps into their head spa and kind of really make it unique to the service that they're providing, and they're charging much more. So it really does depend on how you're marketing it, what product you're using, and what kind of level of service you want to give. It's quite a flexible option.
But it compares then quite favourably with, a 45-minute blow dry appointment.
Yeah, absolutely. And then so that's another revenue. And then in the in our kind of discussions when we talk to you about what the potential return of investment can be, we also kind of put a few ideas just to kind of assist with how you can cross promote, sell products, how you
Yeah.
can increase anything to try and increase revenue as much as possible.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially with scalp health and the product scalp care cleansers, and then kind of day-to-day care, to encourage them to come back, because you know, this is something that you need to get the benefits of. You need to be doing it once every 2 months is what we recommend, to come back and really cleanse your scalp and see the long-term results.
And I think people are interested. You know, I've been in the hairdressing industry now 30 years as a sort of commentator, journalist, observer, listening ear, if you like. And I just think that this real, it's not an explosion because it's actually been brewing for a long time, but there's real interest by your client in wellness. They don't sit and look at their hair in the mirror, they look at their whole well-being.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people are very interested in what they perceive to be problem hair. You know, is it hair loss? Is it reflecting, you know, my age and stage in life? Is it, you know, I've always got this kind of hair? Is it, you know, that I suffer from oily hair or greasy hair? Or, you know, everybody wants something different. So I think it's a really good time to really explore whether you are meeting that in your client, because they'll go elsewhere otherwise.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of and, you know, scalp psoriasis and all these different things that are a kind of bone of contention for clients. It might be embarrassing, it might make them feel unsure, that, you know, they want help but they don't know really where to go. I think the biggest message that I can say about Japanese hair spa is that it is about the health and wellness of the scalp. It's not just a relaxation treatment. We're not just giving you a really lovely hour-long head massage.
It's not just like getting your hand massage while your colour's
processing.
Absolutely,
yeah. It is all about cleansing, purifying, moisturising the scalp, and in everything that entails.
And I think the case studies and the history of the clients that you have, that I read about, who have invested and are making it work, and the range and this link with trichology is really strong. So I'm on board. Thank you very much. Yes, I'll have one. I'll come along for my training. What's the investment? This must be quite a chunky expenditure. Hit me with it.
I was going to say, I suppose if you say it as a figure, it does sound like quite a chunky expenditure. So the units start from about 7,000 on their own, and then you need the processor and then the head bath as a whole. But the packages, we offer a 0% finance, so we actually subsidise the interest cost of the finance. So to break it down in simple terms, for one treatment, if you were charging £150 a week, that would cover the cost of your finance for that week, and at the end of the 2 years you'd own it. So we've got
so if I generated £150 worth of income on top of the cost of the person doing it, that would by the end of the 2 years. So
not taking in any other overheads.
It's a bit like a car, isn't it?
It's a lease finance. It is a lease finance. So we offer this because it's tax deductible, so you can claim your VAT, and the finance company can work with your accountant to do that. We use a third party finance broker, so and they're fantastic. So you've got that, but at the end of what it means is it breaks that down to a more manageable.
Yeah, you can understand the business building. So if I'm generating more than that £150, if I'm generating £300, I'm actually starting to make money.
You're starting to go into your other overheads. So just for the furniture, the equipment on its own, everything you need to deliver this service, you're looking, the packages start from £106 plus VAT per week.
Right.
So when you're charging then £150 for that one service, you've done one treatment that week, there's your one for your overheads. And then obviously as the more you do, the more your overheads, and then getting into profit depending on what your overheads are, how much you can do. But the revenue that can be generated from it is actually very, very substantial.
Yeah, no, I can believe that. And then can I ask this? If somebody is listening to this and they're really interested, but they're concerned that perhaps their business already has, I don't know, some kind of bounce back loan attached to it, which, let's face it, a lot of us are still paying off.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you fairly sort of open to talking to people?
Absolutely.
Even if they're sitting there thinking, well, that's all very well, but I wouldn't get that finance.
Yeah, absolutely. So the company that we deal with, they're called All Equipment Finance, and they're actually a finance broker. So they're not a lender themselves.
Yeah.
But what they do is they have a panel of lenders. So you might say you might not be eligible for the 0% finance the criteria might not meet. So the biggest thing is you have to have been trading for over 3 years for the 0% criteria.
Right.
Or be a homeowner if you're trading for less than that. But that doesn't necessarily mean they haven't got options for you. So they might have an interest-bearing finance option, but then what we would do is place your order. You wouldn't do it directly through us. You would go through our distributor network. And then the distributor network, they might give you a package offer, because then they've got the margin to be able to say, well, actually, you're buying it through them. So you might be paying additional interest. So it might end up costing you more in the long run because you're spreading it over a longer period and you've got a high interest rate. But your actual purchase price is lower. So our 0% finance is on RRP only because we cover the cost. We subsidise the cost of the finance.
Okay.
So then when you go through a distributor, there's an option for, say, look, is there an offer that you're doing at the moment that I buy my products from you? What's the best price you can give from me? So your figure starting lower, that's going on the finance, even though it might be interest bearing. So there's so many different options that
it's always worth asking.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
I think at the moment, I mean, none of us want to get ourselves into any further debt when there's so much already on our shoulders, and yet often you don't know what you don't know. So ask the questions and find out what your options are, because I think there is a spirit of trying to help that maybe hasn't always been there. I think, everyone feels a bit like we are all in this together.
Yeah.
And certainly within hairdressing, I feel that is, people are trying to be supportive, being a bit more inventive, being a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
So if it is appealing, then it's worth finding out.
Yeah, and even if you have the money there, the cash flow, by deferring, cash flow is key for your day-to-days. And if you can, especially on the 0% finance, it's not costing you anything by splitting it over those 24 months. It means that you've got that cash flow to utilise for other things or anything else that you want to invest in.
Yeah,
to try and differentiate yourself from others on the market.
Yeah. Wow, sounds interesting. So I've got another question for you.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Another thing that I'm intrigued by, having seen and read it in the magazines, the one.
Oh yeah,
the one. Can we talk about the one?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So to explain, the one is the chair.
Yes.
That is like a little mini salon that comes in a box.
Literally, it's. I'm very, very proud. I've worked with Takara Belt. I've worked for Takara Belt for a very long time, and I must say the innovation. They never bring a product to market that hasn't been engineered to precision. Is just amazing. So it is the world's first fold-away motorized basin, which we're proud to say, and the reaction to it has been absolutely.
Really?
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. So the basin is hidden underneath the chair. So you have when you look at it, it looks like a motorised chair that you can do facials on, your barbering, your styling services. And then you open up the back and the basin folds out.
Yes, I'm going to enact this for anybody watching, anybody actually watching this. And you can be watching this on YouTube, by the way. If you are listening to it on your podcast provider, you can look for us on the Respectfully Podcast YouTube channel, in which case you'll see that I am rehearsing. I've got my chair and my client sitting in the chair, and then I can reach down, and from underneath I can slide up.
No, it's fully motorized. You don't press anything.
I don't have to press anything.
You open the back and then you press on the side and it will recline.
And that on its own.
Yep, and you can do it.
Bend down.
No, exactly. So you can do head spa service on it as well. So you've got a switch on the side that says whether you want to wash from standing position, as you would normally when you're just doing a quick service, or from the seated position where you'd be with the stool behind to deliver the head spa service. And you choose which one you would like before, and then press go, and that's it. Folds out, and the neck rest is there, the same neck rest that we have on the Yume series. So this alleviates any pressure from your neck for the base and the time. It's still thermostatically controlled, like as all our units are, to eliminate any temperature fluctuations. But it's something that I always, whenever someone calls me about it, I'm like, please just come in and see it. You need to come and sit and try.
I think it sounds very of the moment, because we are seeing more and more people working in smaller spaces.
Absolutely,
for obvious reasons. So perhaps there's a reason for having the one. Is just you're not compromising on the look of your salon. It can be as bougie and as premium high end, but it can be the size of the studio, no problem.
Absolutely,
so it's perfect for that. And obviously you can redeploy it wherever you move to. But also, if you were in a space which you needed to repurpose for something else.
Yeah.
At another point of the day, if you've got a home studio or something.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, and it's not compromising on any kind of level of service that you're offering. It's actually, I would elevating it. I think one of the biggest bugbears for a lot of salons is, or a lot of clients in salons, is sometimes the comfort of when you're having a backwash in the pressure on the neck and the basin. And all of our units are kind of engineered to combat that. They've got these amazing gel-filled neck rests that when people hold them in their hands, they're like, oh my goodness, that supports and surrounds the neck. But with this, with the one in particular, and like the Yumi series, you've got no pressure on that neck whatsoever, and it actually elevates the service you're giving. But in the meantime, no one knows there's a basin there, so you've just got one chair, one unit, and you can lift it up and use it for facials and your normal styling services. It goes up and down. It got a raising leg rest, and then when it comes to washing, don't move that client. You just open the back and the basin comes out to you.
The one, that's the one you need.
It's
a clever
amazing
name. I love the name.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Absolutely amazing.
And I think as a little, some people may not know this, but Takara Belmont also creates dental chairs, don't they?
Yes.
And I just think that's a really good endorsement because, and my dentist has one, so I think of you every time I go to the dentist.
You see the logo on your
light. Think if it's good enough for a medical sort of procedure, if you like,
Absolutely.
And so many people are frightened of going to the dentist. The last thing you want is a chair that's uncomfortable and so on. So I just think that's a lovely, for me, I've always thought that synergy was really nice.
So we're really strong in dental in the UK, and actually, but worldwide, we also produce hospital beds. We also so we do the medical industry in Japan.
Wow. So all the technology that goes on the beds and the lay
they're
flats.
actually very similar. So the Yume series, the lay flat, is actually inside the engineering is pretty mirroring of the dental chairs, which is why it's the electric. Everything is just so highly engineered because it has to be. You should buy it once and that's it. They're all serviceable. And once you've invested in our brand, that's all you need to do. So medical, dental industries, very, very strong with worldwide. It's just in the UK that we don't offer the medical. So they do gynecology beds, which are incredible. If you ever get to go to Osaka, they come in and they recline back and the legs go all sorts and they're all fully motorised. The company as a whole is just fantastic in regards to
I think that's why I bring it up really, because for me it's a measure of how deeply into precision engineering, if you like, and technology, and obviously we recognise Japanese technology is at the forefront. Anyway, so interesting. What you have a role where you travel a lot around the country. Mm-hmm. You've been with Takara quite a long time. You've obviously got some strong relationships and loyal clients, but meeting new people. What kind of things do you wish people would learn about their chairs when people are refitting or fitting out a salon? What's the thing that you think, for goodness sake, would you not just appreciate this or that? So let's talk about the sort of the standard styling chair, barbering chair. What do people really need to remember?
It's the reliability for me. I mean, I've worked at Takara Belmont 10 years now, and I've also worked. Before that, I worked for a distributor, so I saw multiple brands. But I always say treat your chair as a tool, because it is a tool for you to work. And in barbering, that's always been really strong because you've got more functions to it. So you need the reclining backrest, the reliability of the headrest, the comfort. You might be doing a shave, and your hydraulics being used all the day, every day, up and down, and that's key. But with your styling chair, again, the hydraulic is a key part. You want to make sure that you are working day to day at the right position because you're on your feet all day, every day. I mean, I don't know how they do it, to be honest.
No.
I couldn't.
It's manual labour, really.
It is so long. So it's making sure that you can position your client well. So it's not just thinking about the comfort of your client, but also your positioning as a stylist and making sure that you've got the best tool in place to make your day as easy as possible. All of our chairs come with fitted footrests, which some chairs on the markets don't. But what that does is it automatically makes the client put their feet in the correct position in the chair, so it makes them sit back properly the chair, which means their back is straight, which means when then you're doing their cuts and you're doing any type of service, you're not having to say, right, can you just sit up for me, or because the positioning where it has been engineered so that they're pushing them back in, so they're not slouching. You're able to do the best service that you can, but also then with the reliability of the hydraulic, just get them up to a correct height so that you're not bending over and leaning over as much.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just it's treating your chair as a tool. Yeah.
Instead of what is usually the first thing they think of, the colour.
Yeah, colour. I mean, I
The
must
aesthetics.
say, my biggest bugbear is when someone comes in and I go, oh, I really would like ivory or white. And it's just, it's the hardest thing. And there are ways to combat it. There's other manufacturers out there of gowns that kind of are tint proof that have like a cape that go over the back of the chair to protect your chair. But actually, although colour is a key factor, the biggest killer of upholstery is denim jeans. You know, when they come in. Yeah, if they come in, I always have to say, you know, if you come in, your client's come in, it's been raining outside, and they've got a new pair of jeans on, you don't think about it, so you put a gown on and it just goes
bleeds into the
and all of our
my kitchen stools at home. How can you get it off? Trainer cleaner? No.
Oh, you just can't. So, you just can't. And all the vinyls that we use, we did used to have a collection of real leather, which actually didn't last very long because over time it stretches, and you know these are being used commercially, not for your sofa. So sofa, you know, you're sitting on it once or twice a day. You've got clients in here all day, every day. So we use kind of the most resistant vinyl that we can if possible, but they are still all porous. So that denim jean, that's it. And then it's a cost expense to then reupholster.
Wow.
Because you
don't know what you don't know. You see,
I know
that's what I'm going to use.
They look beautiful initially, and I always think, gosh, it does look beautiful, but it's just making sure that you can do as much as you can to prevent that, because denim jeans is not what people think. They don't realise that's the biggest
thing.
The biggest thing, yeah.
Wow.
So but colour and
well, on that helpful note, I think we have come to the end of our time. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Well, thank you for enlightening us. It's very interesting, I have to say. So I really hope we've inspired people to find out more and inquire. So they can find you at takarabelmontuk.com.
Yeah, Takara Belmont UK. And then if my name, number and emails on there, so you give us a call and we can get you booked into the showroom to experience it. So we offer free demos to anybody who's even just remotely interested in kind of the service, so you can tangibly see the difference in the scalp care. So absolutely.
Well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to my guest Katie from Takara Belmont for sharing all the innovations and news from this fantastic company that has been at the heart of hairdressing for well over 100 years. If you like what you heard, then scroll down to the show notes where we will repeat the ways of contacting both Katie and ourselves at Respectfully Podcast. And we have a library of conversations which you can visit. Find us on Apple, Spotify, Acast, and on YouTube at the Respectfully Podcast channel. Until next time, thank you.